Today, we're going to peel back the label on a really popular beauty shortcut. And what we're going to find is a toxic secret that regulators are, frankly, scrambling to contain. Let's dive in. You know the deal with a gel manicure. It's awesome, right? It's tough, super glossy, and it can last for weeks without a single chip. For a lot of us, it's pretty much the gold standard for a perfect, long-lasting manicure. But here's the catch: getting it off. That whole process of wrapping your fingertips in foil, soaking them in acetone, it can feel like it takes forever. It's the one big downside. So you can imagine when these products started popping up online that promised to burst or bubble that gel right off in just a few minutes, it sounded like an absolute miracle. But what if that magic is really just a mask for a chemical so dangerous that it's literally being banned? Okay, so this brings us to the big promise of these magic removers. They're all about incredible speed and convenience. But as we're about to find out, that convenience comes at a very steep and very hidden price. Let's just break down the difference here. So, on the left, you've got your traditional acetone. It works by slowly softening and swelling the gel so you can scrape it off. But these so-called magic products, they use something totally different: methylene chloride. And it doesn't just soften the gel. No, it aggressively degrades its chemical bonds. And the result? Well, the removal time plummets from 20 minutes all the way down to just 3. And to sell you on this speed, these companies use some, well, very clever language. You'll see things like non-irritating, natural, or my personal favorite, plant-based. I mean, these words are specifically chosen to make you feel safe, but they're hiding a reality that is anything but. So, what in the world is this chemical that works so fast? Well, it's time to pull back the curtain and unmask the ingredient that's powering all of this magic. The active ingredient is methylene chloride, which also goes by the name dichloromethane. And let me tell you, this is not a cosmetic ingredient by any stretch of the imagination. It's a powerful industrial solvent. Its main job? Stripping paint off of things. Yeah, a look at its day job tells the whole story. Besides stripping paint, it's used as an industrial-strength degreaser, it's in aerosol propellants, and it's even used to make polyurethane foam. You know, these are heavy-duty industrial applications, a whole world away from something you'd put on your body. So you have to be wondering, just how much of this paint stripper is actually in these nail products? Well, when the FDA got around to testing them, they found some magic removers with concentrations as high as 94.4% methylene chloride. And let's be really clear here. This is a chemical that has been explicitly banned in cosmetics for years. You know, having an industrial solvent on your nails is one thing, but the real danger comes from what you can't even see. Let's take a look at how this chemical's invisible vapor actually attacks your body. The whole process is, well, it's pretty insidious. First, you either breathe in the vapors, or it gets absorbed right through your skin. Then your liver starts to process it. But here's the absolutely terrifying part. Your own body converts it into carbon monoxide. Yes, that carbon monoxide. And here's exactly why that's so dangerous. Carbon monoxide latches onto the hemoglobin in your red blood cells over 200 times more strongly than oxygen does. So it essentially hijacks your entire bloodstream, blocking oxygen from getting to your tissues, your organs. It literally starts to suffocate you from the inside out. The immediate effects of being exposed to it? Dizziness, headaches, maybe even feeling a little intoxicated. But the long-term risks are what's truly frightening. The CDC and EPA have linked it to liver, lung, and even brain cancer. And if all that wasn't enough, just getting it on your skin can cause severe chemical burns. Okay, so with risks this serious, you'd hope that federal agencies would be stepping in. And the good news is, they are finally cracking down. Let's look at how regulators are taking on this chemical. Back in April of 2024, the EPA finalized a new rule that basically spells the end for this chemical's use in consumer products. By May of 2025, it's going to be illegal for any retailer to sell it to you. And by 2026, pretty much all commercial uses have to stop completely. Now, for nail techs and other professionals, OSHA's warning is particularly scary. The legal exposure limit is set at just 25 parts per million. Here's the problem. We can't even smell this chemical until it hits 300 parts per million. Think about that. That means by the time you even notice its kind of sweet smell, you're already breathing in 12 times the legal safety limit.
And look, let's be super clear, this is not a new problem. The FDA has officially prohibited methylene chloride in any cosmetic product for years now. The products we're seeing on the market are just blatantly ignoring safety laws that have been on the books for a long, long time.
So the federal ban is coming, but these products are definitely still out there, especially on third-party online marketplaces. So what can you do to protect yourself right now? Here's your consumer safety kit. First things first, watch out for the marketing red flags. Any product that claims to remove gel polish in under 5 minutes should immediately make you suspicious. Also, be really wary of vague ingredients with fuzzy terms like biosolvent. That sounds nice and natural, but it can be a totally meaningless term used to hide harsh chemicals. And please, stick to known brands from retailers you actually trust. Now, for the pros out there, your most powerful tool is the Safety Data Sheet, or SDS. Every professional chemical product is required by law to have one. On it, you can look for the chemical name itself or its unique KAS number, which is kind of like a chemical's fingerprint. And for this one, it's 75-09-2. Or you can just look for the hazard statement that says suspected of causing cancer. And finally, just trust your senses. If you put something on and the gel polish starts to aggressively bubble or almost looks like it's exploding off the nail, that's a bad sign. Or if you feel this immediate, intense cold sensation that's then followed by a burning feeling, that's your body screaming that this chemical is way too aggressive to be anywhere near your skin. When it comes right down to it, the advice from the Nail Manufacturers Council is really the simplest and safest way to go. Just stick to products from reputable suppliers that you know for a fact are following U.S. safety regulations. This whole situation just goes to show how easily a promise of magic can be a mask for some really serious danger. And it kind of leaves us with one final pretty important question. What other miracle products on our shelves might be hiding a dangerous secret of their own?